Do you find people ask you more these days about playing hockey or being a podcast host?
Yeah, yeah. I've been getting a lot of remarks about the podcast and people enjoying it. So yeah, there's not been much hockey talk or positive hockey talk since we've been back. So no, it's been good. Find a way and just happy to get back in the lineup. It's just it was a long 20 games and I just
Mm.
love going to battle with the boys.
Yeah, before we get to you getting back off the injury, how did the podcast come about? Obviously Matthew is a big personality. He's won 2 cups in a row. I believe you guys have a relationship with the Kelsey brothers. I saw you on the podcast. Is that kind of how it came about, or what happened?
Yeah, honestly, a lot of things just kind of started, spiraling and into effect after Four Nations, and kind of after that, realized that there's going to be some opportunity, maybe to do something like this, and it kind of started around playoffs, and obviously we just wanted to focus on playing playoffs and kind of figure out in the summer, and then kind of Wave came about, and it's been a great experience. They've made life so easy. We're very blessed to be working with them, and it's just been an awesome experience so far.
Yeah, the podcast called Wingmen with Matthew and Brady Tkachuk. In terms of that Four Nations, like we've been talking a lot about the Olympic Games, and you guys, you set the tone at the Bell Center. Those 3 fights in 9 seconds will go down in history. No one's ever going to forget about it. And it was some of the hits you threw were just crazy NHL style hits, but we've talked a lot about how different the Olympic Games is going to be. The IIHF, very different rules. There will not be fighting. You throw a massive hit, there's a chance the ref instinctively says 5 in a game because they just don't know how to react to it sometimes. So I'm curious how you, in particular, but your whole team, your brother, etc., how do you bottle the energy of the Four Nations but apply it to Olympic style hockey?
Yeah, and I mean, you kind of hit the point. It's going to be a lot different than Four Nations, just with of course, there's going to be no fighting. So I know people were excited about that, and but yeah, no, I think it's going to be different, like you said, like different refereeing, a little bit of different rules, but I think what I like about our team is that kind of the versatility. Whatever group gets made up is I know how special it was last year, and I think losing that might be the best thing for us moving forward is to kind of have that taste, be one shot away, and now have an opportunity to win gold in February is something that has been everybody's dream since they were a kid. So I'm really looking forward to getting all the guys back together and competing to be the best in the world.
Brady, in that commercial you guys did with John Hamm, did someone give you guys the script, or did you guys give someone else the script? Did you guys make up the script yourselves? How did that break down?
Yeah, that was actually a pretty cool experience. John Hamm wasn't there when we were filming it, but the 5 guys there, we basically all had the same lines, and it was pretty tough to not laugh at some of that during the shooting, but yeah, it was cool. I mean, just to be on a platform like that, I think somebody at USA Hockey said that they've never had, I guess, exposure this early going into an Olympics, on a big network like that. So you can feel that a lot of people are excited about it, and building off that Four Nations. That for us, it's an opportunity to grow the game even more than it is now, and I think that's what excites everybody.
How did Eichel get the Canadian Tears line?
Yeah, well, that was a tricky situation because 3 out of the 5 guys are Canadian captains, so we knew us 3 weren't going to be doing that because we didn't want to be in the doghouse. So he took it like a champ and took over on that and definitely saved face for the 3 of us.
Yeah, we figured that had to play into it because I don't think Austin would do it. Obviously, you're not going to, and Quinn's not. Quinn Hughes got enough on his plate in Vancouver. He doesn't need to add to it. I mean, that's for sure. But yeah, there's been a lot of chatter about the smaller ice, and I know you and Matthew were talking about it on your podcast. You think it's a little bit overblown, or it's not going to affect you much? The fact that the rink is not even NHL size.
Honestly, I don't think guys really ever think about that. I definitely do think it's blown way out of proportion. I think like kind of what we said on the podcast. I think any condition that they have for us, guys are chomping at the bit to go play. It's been too long since we've had NHL guys at the Olympics, and to have that opportunity back, that we don't want to waste it, and we just want to go over there, compete, and like we said in the pod, it's the smaller ice surface might be more beneficial for Matthew and I, not as much skating up and down the sheet. So when we saw the news, I think we're the one of few to be very happy about that.
Brady, what about the cost? I know it's everybody, you guys all wanted to play in the Olympics and be a part of it. It's been too long, but what about the price to pay? Like, the schedule seems like it's stupid. It's condensed. There's so many games. Every coach, every player saying there's no time to practice. I know you've been out a while, but haven't the guys said it's ridiculous?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the guys just are, it's the dog days right now, and I think it's even more of an extreme just because we've had so much time. And I know I'm one of the few that I feel like this year's just get started with all the time that I missed. But the schedule has been crazy. But I think with that, it's every team's dealing with it. I don't think there's a disadvantage from one team to another. And I think this is kind of that one year where it's going to be crazy. And then with the new schedule, starting next year, I think obviously it's going to be more relaxed and more time in between. But I don't know. I think it's a small sacrifice for something really important that guys believed in, and something that guys really were passionate about, as having that opportunity to be in the Olympics.
Yeah, I mean, like O was talking, the sacrifice that you have. I mean, the condensed schedule right now. How hard has it been just on everybody? The lack of practice time, travel, all of that type of stuff. I know you missed some games, so you're chomping to get back at it. But have you noticed a difference in the league, just with whether it's the quality of the games or how tired teams can be, just based on how much you guys are playing in such a short amount of time?
I think the big thing for me that stands out is just the mental fatigue of, I feel like there's definitely a lot more like 5 and 7s, 3 and 4s that, usually you get a couple times throughout the year, but just way more this year. And to your point, there's just not a lot of practice time to maybe fix some kinks in your own game, or if you're in a rut, to kind of work your way out of it through practice and stuff like that. So yeah, it's just a lot of pregame skating and just getting prepared. I feel like every team's mindset is making sure you're ready physically and mentally for the game, because there's really no time to figure out the kinks, where just got to be mentally strong and mature and find a way to address those during games.
With Brady Tkachuk, so you had your first playoff experience last year, and it turned out to be the Battle of Ontario for the first time in 20 years. Obviously, you were waiting your whole life. You mentioned it moments ago. You always dreamt of playing at the Olympic Games. Obviously, you always dreamt of playing in the Stanley Cup playoffs. Now that you're through it and the dust is settled, what was the experience like? Did it meet what whatever your expectations were, and how hungry are you guys now that you've had a taste of it to make sure you do it again?
That was definitely one of the most special moments of satisfaction of getting there, and to your point, I think the hunger is not just getting there anymore. It's about being a force when we get there and competing to be at our best come that time. And I think it was just so special for all the guys that I've never experienced playoff hockey, but it was special for the city of Ottawa as well. And I think it's what's awesome this year is tying in with all the schedules, how close it is in the especially the Atlantic, but the Eastern Conference right now, that I almost feel like you're playing playoff hockey right now. So that's something that right now we're in a little bit of a tough stretch that every team goes through, but I think that's what's going to really help us when we get through this, that going to help us kind of get back to that playoff shape, and because kind of playing playoff hockey right now.
Well, we love James Duthie. Duthie's obviously a teammate of ours. He's got his book out, and his chapter on you and the prank you pulled on Claude Giroux, I would say it's probably got more life than any other chapter. There's a lot of great chapters in there. Oh, you got a chapter, Noodles. You have a chapter in there. And I know you addressed it on your podcast, like the fact that those that aren't aware of it, I think you thought he had done something to you, and then you cut his sticks for a practice. He didn't use them. It turns out he started using them in a game. They both broke like back-to-back shifts, and he was going nuts, and you tried to get rid of the stick, and you got your trainer over there, and he miraculously got the third one out before he used it. But I think Giroux was speaking about it previously. Like, have you addressed it with him? I know now that it's gone public, obviously he knows what happened, but like how often recently, now that it's a big public story, have you and Giroux yourselves talked about that prank that almost cost you actually in an NHL game?
Yeah, it's ever since the book came out, it's definitely been brought up more, and we laugh about it. It's he finds it funny, and of course at the time that was not funny. And knowing that's I think it was a perfect prank on the perfect guy, but I couldn't believe I forgot about it. So no, we laughed about it, and we were actually just reliving it the other day and talking, little details that we almost kind of forgot. It was like, no way I said that to the ref that somebody tampered my sticks. I'm like, you for sure were screaming at the ref to bring him over. So no, we were laughing about it, and I'm waiting for that payback. Now that it's come back to light, we went a couple years without talking about it. I know something's coming. So.
Oh, he's going to take your car and do something with your car or something, man. He's going to, like, when that gets public, he's got something up his sleeve that's going to be big time, and you know that it's coming.
Oh, I know it's coming. I've thought, but I know he wants to do something with my car, and I've just always make sure I have my keys are around.
Oh, yeah.
So I don't leave them in the car. I don't want to walk 20 minutes in the cold and the snow to go find my car. So hopefully it's something else.
Yeah, be careful with that. And he's an intense guy. I mean, he obviously, you play with him, Noodles, you watch him. He's a fun guy to watch play. And it was funny last night. Was it Drake Bathurst, Noodles, that was asking for your help last night?
Well, I mean, he kicked it in, or it went off his skate and went in off Markstrom into the net. And, I'm right between the benches, so the monitor's right there. So Drake comes over, he's watching as I'm talking, and Gord goes, tell him that you don't have a vote. So I'm like, I don't have a vote, man. Like, if you want to go ahead, but it's the league that's calling it. So it was unfortunate because you could tell what he was trying to do. I think he put his skate up.
I just don't understand, Jamie, how that's not like, what is the danger there? Like, what? I don't get it. Like, what? Why do you not want that to be a goal? Anything in front of the net? Like, it's just stupid. Yeah. I guess the idea of kicking somebody, you don't want anyone getting cut with a skate if it's in front, but you want more goals. How is that play? It just should be allowed, and it's not just a homer comment because Brady's on. You wonder why it's disallowed. It's a skilled play.
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, obviously, Brady, I'm sure we know where you stand on that play last night, but how often do you lean on Noodles for advice during the game?
None.
I always love pop my head over. I had a front row seat to their conversation last night, so. Yeah, honestly, I thought for that whole time it was going to be a goal. I didn't even think it was much of a kicking motion, but I mean, it takes some serious skill. It's he's a good sewer player, so I know he was trying to kick it behind the net, and when you get the puck luck, sometimes it goes in. But he's a phenomenal player. He's so skilled, and I was definitely surprised that one didn't count.
Well, I mean, you're a guy that lives around the net. Markstrom was not happy with you guys last night. And I'm curious, how a guy like you, the way you're wired, how you react to that. Because he was pretty animated. Noodles, you were there, obviously. Yeah. I mean, he was pretty heated with the traffic and all that kind of stuff. And I think after he had made his case, like a shift or two later, you came blowing into the crease. And like, how do you react when you see, okay, a goalie is flustered? Do you take the gas off? Do you put the gas on? How does that affect your mentality?
Yeah, there's stuff. I mean, I understand his side of things. Like he got bumped a couple times, and if I was a goalie, I'd be losing it too. So and then a couple of shifts later, it come roaring in, and I wouldn't say I made too much contact, but I ended up getting a penalty for it. But I mean, you got to respect the battle. It's once he took a couple bumps, it's he stood on his head too, made some huge saves after, and I think he's always been an emotional goalie, a great goalie for a very long time, and had his number on us last night. So For us, as I think, players, you want to make life as tough as possible on the goalies. I wouldn't say definitely not make contact on purpose, but standing on top of the crease and banging in rebounds and creating offense in that front. And it was. I think it's what makes hockey so special is the battles in the game and the competitive edge, the fire, and how bad not just the players on the ice but goalies want to win as well.
Brady, how often are you guys focused on the standings and stuff? I mean, we talk about it daily here in the media, and obviously, fan bases just focus on all of that. I mean, you guys are in the fight. Is it something that is on the whiteboard? Is it conversations at pregame? Or are you just worried about, hey, we got 2 points tonight, and we just got to worry about that?
I mean, it's. I'd be lying to say you don't check the standings every day. I think it's crazy right now that win 3 games, you're top of the Atlantic. You lose 3 games, and you're bottom 3 in the conference. So I think that's what's going to make this season so much fun is the battle. That it's going to be all year, right to the very end, and of course you can't let that affect you with the fluctuation of being up, being down, and just got to go about your business and really just take care of your own business. You just got to take care of, every single night, trying to get the 2 points. And if not, you regroup, reset, and get ready to go for the next one.
The podcast is Wingmen with Matthew and Brady Tkachuk. It's a Wave original with new episodes releasing every Wednesday on YouTube and everywhere podcasts are heard. How's your brother doing? It looks like he's getting close, right? How's he doing these days?
Yeah, he's doing well. He's back on the ice, and I don't know if what exactly his schedule, but send some videos to our family group chat, and looks good. He's working super hard, and I know he's ready to get back. He's sick and tired of watching and working as hard as he can to get back. I don't know if he's got a set date of when he's returning. He's kind of just taking it as it comes, but knowing him, and I know he's going to try to come back as the quickest day possible. So I know from experience, not fun watching. I know he can really help that team, and I know he's just excited to get back and get practicing with the boys here, hopefully soon, and get back on the ice.
Absolutely. Well, you guys back at it tomorrow night, and Noodles will be there helping out, right? Noodles, you'll be there if anyone needs any advice. Noodles is right there between the benches.
Right